Alright, everybody, welcome back to another episode of designing my own theme park in Lego. So, before I jump in and talk about this mess that's over here, because I've actually gotten quite a bit of progress done, I wanted to go over here and talk about this. So, I have once again changed my mind. So, I have updated the plan a little bit, and I wanted to talk about what I decided to change. And you'll notice that I'm going to be doing this a lot during this entire build process. I'm going to be tweaking my original plan a lot, which is fine. That's just going to happen. So originally I had the Gallimimus area where this bin is, and then I had the river here, kind of splitting this up. So I kind of had like two areas for the Gallimimus or like other dinos that I wanted to add in if I ever wanted to. But I realized I had a lot of space to do that over where the Stygimolochs are, and the Ankylosaurus is going to be there too. And there's tons of room everywhere to add other dinos in, so I don't really need to worry about it too much. So I decided I want to make the water area bigger. So instead of this being actual land, this is all going to be water, and the land is probably going to start here, and then there's not going to be a river that comes all the way through. The river's just going to stop here in front of the mountain, and then the mountain's going to be here. And I also thought about doing like a little plateau on the mountain for the Gallimimus, but I'm not 100% sure, so I'll have to figure that out. The next thing I want to figure out is the mountain, and I'm going to start planning that out and figuring that all out, which is going to take a while, but that's okay. But now I want to go over and I want to talk about what I've actually started to work on. So you'll notice this weird little pillar here, and this was me figuring out how high I want this mock to be. So this is 12 bricks high, and I'm thinking that this is probably going to be the height of the mock. So if you kind of imagine, this is where the water would be up to here. And I haven't started building this up yet because I want to have clear bricks here. So I want to have those big like kind of window pieces, and I don't have any, but I know it's a pick-a-brick part. So I'm going to hopefully go to the Lego store at some point and get some of those, but I don't know if I'll be able to. So yeah, that's going to be dependent on Lego store pick-a-brick availability, which is never great. So we'll see about that. But I decided I want to start building this up. So I decided to do that. What the heck is that? Well, the edge of the mock is going to be seen, obviously, so you always have to have the edge of the mock looking really good. So the inner stuff is all going to be filler. It's going to not be seen at all, so it doesn't matter, but this is going to be hiding the filler. And what is this? Well, I have decided to make it kind of like this soil level. So it's going to be 12 bricks high, ish, and I'll explain what ish means in a second. And what I wanted to do is I wanted to have like a soil layer. So soil starts with bedrock, and then it kind of just has these different layers moving up with the topsoil on the top, which is like dark brown. So that's exactly what I'm going to be doing. So I have the bedrock layer here, and then I'm going to be building it up and doing it like that. I don't know if I'm going to do that all the way like around. I'll definitely do it here. This will be clear bricks, as I talked about. Probably, most likely, I still haven't decided. And then more clear bricks, and then this will probably have the bedrock stuff as well, but I haven't decided yet on that. This won't, obviously, because that's going to be the mountain, but then that probably will. So let's talk about the little rock work thing that I built. So this is the rock work that I decided to do, and just a bunch of different slopes and things, and I had to make it very sturdy because obviously stuff is going to be put on top of this. That's why I have these plates here connecting everything. So most of the time what I did is I have like just a normal gray brick, alternating between dark bluish gray and light bluish gray. Sometimes had some bits sticking out, but mostly just had this kind of foundation thing, so it's really sturdy, and that was really the main thing, to have this very sturdy. And I think it actually looks pretty cool. And there's a few like gaps and things. Those are going to be covered up by having bricks like this. So bricks like this behind them, so you don't really see those gaps. So if you look at it like this, you just see dark bluish gray. And obviously I'm going to have to add something right here because you can see a slight little gap. So probably behind this entire wall, just because there's tiny little gaps here and there that I'm not always going to be able to see or be able to fill, like that one, I missed that. I'm probably just going to do a layer of dark bluish gray bricks, or I'll just kind of meticulously go through and add them where I need to add them. That's probably what I'm going to do, just to save on bricks. That way you won't see the filler that's going to be in here. This is still just the plan that I have going on, but this will be like, you know, pillars of filler brick, so you won't want to be able to see that through the cracks. So that is what I've been working on. I'm going to keep working on this, hopefully get all of this done, and then I can start building up the other layers so you guys can see what I'm talking about with the soil. So adding probably tan next, and then brown, and then possibly dark brown, but I haven't decided on that because I don't have enough dark brown in order to do that. So it's probably just going to be a layer of brown with maybe some plates and things mixed in. Maybe a little bit of dark brown mixed in. Haven't decided yet. But that's what I'm going to be working on next, so I will do that. Alright everybody, we've gotten quite a bit of progress done. So I have gotten a couple more of the layers done. So I've added this tan layer, and then I have a bit of dark tan, and then medium nougat I believe is the color, and then brown, and then I also have this green layer on top. So I decided to add the green because I figured it made sense, and that's probably what it's going to, that's probably what the top layer is going to look like. And I have this at, I believe, 11 bricks tall, which is not quite 12, which was my original plan, but I don't really think it matters too much if it's like 11 or 12, because it's going to be, like this can be a little bit shorter than that side, technically, because it's not going to be really connected. And I can have it just like, you know, have a plate step up or whatever. Like, it's not really going to matter if it's not exactly the right height, although I could easily just add another layer of green. Doesn't really matter. So let me know what you think about that. Should I just add another layer of green, or just, man, whatever. The whole mod could be 11 bricks high as well. It doesn't really matter. But anyways, this is what it's looking like, and I think it looks pretty cool. Let me know what you think about it as well. This is what the side of the mock is going to look like, and this will be the front, obviously. I still haven't decided if I want to do it all the way around. I still have to do this side as well. But I don't know if I want to continue it all the way around the mock, because that's going to be a lot of pieces, and I'm already running low on brown, so I'm going to have to make a lot more orders for this thing, which I already knew going into it, obviously, but yeah, it's going to take a lot to do this, but I think this is where I'm going to end this episode. I've started to get some progress done. I know it's not a ton, but it's better than nothing, right? So that will be my video for today. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.